Have you ever felt that some people enter your life at just the right moment, as if guided by an unseen hand? Perhaps you've experienced a powerful connection with a stranger or felt a sense of familiarity, like déjà vu. In Buddhism, such encounters are rarely seen as mere coincidence. Instead, they are believed to carry profound significance, weaving threads in the intricate tapestry of our lives. Each person crossing your path plays a role in your spiritual journey, whether to teach you a vital lesson, offer unwavering support, or present challenges that shape your resilience and self-awareness. These meetings, often serendipitous, reveal the hidden interconnectedness of existence. Think of that one friend who appeared when you needed guidance most, or a brief encounter with a stranger whose words lingered long after they departed. Such moments are not random. They carry the energy of purposeful connection, serving as signposts on your path of evolution. Consider the profound impact of a mentor who guided you during a challenging period, or the seemingly random meeting with a person whose story mirrored your own, offering clarity in times of doubt. These encounters remind us of the beauty in life's unpredictability and the spiritual growth that often emerges from them. In reflecting on these moments, you might uncover a deeper truth about the meaningful connections that define our shared human experience. They invite us to look beyond the surface, finding wisdom and unity in the intricate web of our relationships. Embrace these connections, for they are gifts of insight and transformation. A lesson beneath the cherry tree. One spring day, as the cherry blossoms swayed gently in the breeze, an aged monk named Hotaka meditated beneath a tree in full bloom. The air was thick with the sweet scent of blossoms, and the gentle hum of bees added a serene rhythm to the scene. A young man, Hiroshi, approached him with a mix of curiosity and respect, his footsteps hesitant yet purposeful. "Master," he asked, bowing deeply, "why do I feel such a strong connection with some people, as if I've known them before? And why, with others, do I feel discomfort, as though they mean me harm? Do people cross our paths by chance?" Hotaka opened his eyes slowly, his gaze filled with warmth and understanding. He smiled kindly before responding. "No one enters our life by chance," he said with calm certainty. "Each encounter holds a purpose, though its meaning may not always be immediately clear. Some people remain for only a fleeting moment, while others accompany us through the years. Both kinds are essential." Rising slowly, he gestured to the birds soaring overhead. "Observe their flight, Hiroshi. Notice how the wind carries them, guiding their paths. Life, too, carries us toward those we are meant to meet, whether briefly or for a lifetime." The monk's voice softened as he continued. "Imagine your life as a vast, vibrant garden. Every person you meet is like a seed planted by destiny. Some bloom briefly, their beauty fading with the seasons, while others grow into mighty trees that stand firm through the storms. Even those who hurt us are like sharp stones on the path. They test our resolve, refine our character, and teach us to navigate life's challenges with grace." Hiroshi's brow furrowed slightly as he pondered the monk's words, memories of past encounters flooding his mind. He thought of a friend who had been his steadfast anchor during a turbulent time, but had left when the storm subsided. Hotaka's gaze grew thoughtful as he added, "Even those who leave or who cause us pain play a vital role in our growth. Like the roots of a tree that remain hidden, their impact is often unseen, yet profoundly stabilizing. Life's storms may sway us, but the lessons and strength they leave behind help us stand tall." The wisdom of Hotaka's words settled over Hiroshi like a comforting breeze, leaving him with a newfound appreciation for every soul who had touched his life, however briefly or profoundly. The three types of people. The wise monk continued, "In life, we meet three kinds of people. 1. Those who push us to grow, challenging our limits and forcing us out of our comfort zones. They are like the rough wind that tests the strength of a young tree, ensuring its roots grow deeper and stronger. These people may not always seem kind. They might even come across as adversaries. Yet their presence sharpens our resolve, forcing us to discover strength we never knew we possessed. 2. Those who bring renewal, inspiring us to see the world anew. These individuals are like spring rain, refreshing our spirit and nurturing the dormant seeds of creativity and hope within us. They remind us of beauty, joy, and the possibility of transformation, rekindling a spark within us when life feels dim. 3. Those who walk alongside us, sharing our burdens and joys. They are the steady rivers flowing beside us, grounds us, providing reassurance that we are never truly alone. Each type plays a vital role in our spiritual evolution, Hodaka explained, his voice resonating with the calm authority of experience. Recognize and appreciate their purpose, for life is a complex web of interconnected destinies, and each thread adds its unique color and texture to our story. The more you reflect on these connections, the clearer it becomes how they shape the tapestry of your existence. Hiroshi lingered on the monk's words, his heart swelling with gratitude for those who had graced his path. Memories of a teacher who had encouraged him during a difficult time, a friend whose laughter had brightened his darkest days, and even an adversary whose challenges had sharpened his resolve came rushing to mind. He realized that every encounter, no matter how fleeting or intense, had shaped him in profound ways, leaving a lasting imprint on his spirit. As Hiroshi departed, he carried Hotaka's wisdom like a lantern, its light illuminating the meaning behind every interaction. He resolved to honor these lessons, to see every individual as a piece of the grand mosaic of his life, and to be a beacon of understanding and compassion for others. With each step, he felt a growing sense of purpose, as though his journey was now lit by the eternal glow of connection and insight, the wisdom of non-intervention. Buddhism also teaches that, while helping others is virtuous, unsolicited aid can sometimes do more harm than good. In a quiet monastery surrounded by lush gardens and the hum of nature, the monk Noro gathered his disciples under the shade of a sprawling banyan tree to discuss the unseen pitfalls of intervening without invitation. Life is like a great river, Noro began, his voice steady yet soothing. Each of us is a boat navigating its course. When we steer someone else's boat without their consent, we disrupt their journey and risk capsizing both. He paused, letting the imagery settle in their minds before continuing with the story. Noro shared the tale of a young monk whose eagerness to help a struggling friend led to unintended consequences. The friend, overwhelmed by personal challenges, had not asked for assistance. Yet the young monk, driven by compassion, took it upon himself to solve the friend's problems. In doing so, he inadvertently created new challenges, burdening them both with unresolved tensions. Suffering, Noro explained, his gaze sweeping across the attentive faces of his disciples, is a profound teacher. When we intervene without being asked, we rob others of the lessons they need to learn. Just as a butterfly must struggle to emerge from its cocoon to strengthen its wings, so too must individuals endure their trials to grow into their fullest potential. To emphasize his point, Noro recounted the story of Ash and Masu, childhood friends bound by loyalty. When Ash learned of Masu's financial troubles, he decided to secretly pay off Masu's debts. Though his intentions were noble, this act deprived Masu of the opportunity to confront his struggles and build resilience. Instead of gratitude, Masu felt a deep sense of shame and inadequacy, and their once close friendship began to falter, strained by unspoken resentment and lost trust. Noro's voice softened as he concluded, "Always remember to respect the sacredness of each person's journey. Offer help only when it is sought, and even then, with humility and care. True compassion lies not in solving another's problems, but in empowering them to find their own strength and solutions." The disciples sat in reflective silence, their hearts absorbing the depth of Noro's wisdom. They left the gathering with a newfound appreciation for the balance between compassion and respect for individual growth. Forgiveness, a path to liberation. Forgiveness, another cornerstone of Buddhist teaching, is not merely an outward act, but an internal liberation that reshapes the soul and transforms one's perspective. Master Kumin, an elder monk renowned for his wisdom and compassionate insights, once shared a poignant story about the power of forgiveness. He recounted the tale of a merchant who, overwhelmed by anger, spat on the Buddha during a gathering. Despite this act of hostility, the Buddha remained unshaken. His serene expression reflected profound compassion as he calmly said, "There is nothing to forgive. Your actions reflect your pain, not mine. The merchant was stunned by the Buddha's unyielding tranquility. This simple yet profound response lingered in his mind, stirring a sense of guilt he could not ignore. Days later, the merchant, now consumed by remorse, returned to seek forgiveness. Kneeling before the Buddha, he confessed his shame and begged for absolution. The Buddha's answer was both unexpected and transformative. Forgiveness is not for me to grant. It is for you to find within yourself. These words pierced the merchant's heart, urging him to embark on an inward journey of reflection. The Buddha's teaching highlighted that forgiveness is not merely about releasing another from blame. It is about freeing oneself from the chains of resentment, guilt, and anger. True forgiveness, in this light, becomes an act of compassion, not only for others but also for oneself. It fosters healing, enabling the soul to let go of past burdens and embrace peace. This story underscores a profound truth. Forgiveness invites us to see beyond the surface of others' actions, to recognize the pain or ignorance that may underlie hurtful behavior, and to respond with empathy rather than judgment. It challenges us to release the grip of grudges and transform our perspective, allowing compassion to replace bitterness. By internalizing this teaching, we can nurture a profound transformation within our relationships and ourselves. Forgiveness radiates outward, creating ripples of peace that touch every aspect of our lives. It is not merely a favor we grant others, but a profound gift we offer to our own soul, one that clears the path to deeper connections, inner harmony, and spiritual enlightenment. Balancing kindness and boundaries. In the pursuit of kindness, it is easy to lose oneself, as Kiara, a young woman burdened by unbalanced relationships, discovered. Seeking wisdom, she approached the monk Ero, whose serene presence reflected a life of deep understanding. Ero shared the tale of a village blessed by a magnificent cherry tree, whose blossoms symbolized the abundance of generosity. For many years, the villagers cherished the tree's shade and harvested its fruits. However, as time passed, some began to take more than they needed, exploiting the tree's bounty without giving back or tending to its roots. Slowly, the tree withered, its once vibrant branches reduced to brittle shadows of their former glory. Kindness, Ero explained, his voice calm but firm, must be balanced, like the roots and branches of that cherry tree. Give freely, but ensure you nurture yourself as well. Without healthy roots, even the most generous tree cannot endure. True generosity stems from a place of strength, not depletion. As Kiara listened, she began to see how her own life mirrored the story of the tree. She had poured her energy into others without attending to her own needs, leaving her spirit drained and her joy diminished. Ero continued, "Boundaries are not walls, but bridges that connect us to others while protecting our essence. By prioritizing your well-being, you allow your kindness to flow from a place of abundance, creating a deeper and more sustainable impact." The monk's words resonated deeply. Kiara reflected on the relationships in her life and realized the importance of setting limits to safeguard her emotional and spiritual health. She understood that self-care was not selfish, but essential for true compassion. By valuing herself, she could continue to be a source of support and love without losing herself in the process. Inspired by the monk's wisdom, Kiara resolved to honor her own needs, finding strength and balance and a renewed sense of purpose in her generosity. Recognizing harmful individuals. Sometimes the people who cross our paths are not meant to uplift us, but to teach us discernment. Master Eisen, a monk known for his profound understanding of human nature, shared with his disciples 8 vital signs to recognize those who may harm us. 1. Manipulation, twisting truths for personal gain, creating confusion, and leading us to doubt our own perceptions. 2. Destructive criticism, constantly undermining our self-esteem through harsh or unfair remarks, often masking envy or insecurity. 3. Social isolation, deliberately cutting us off from others, creating an environment where they can exert greater control over our lives. 4. Defamation, spreading falsehoods or tarnishing our reputation to diminish our credibility and isolate us from support systems. 5. Sabotage, blocking opportunities or deliberately creating obstacles to hinder our progress and success. 6. Privacy violations. Intruding on our personal space, seeking information to exploit or manipulate our vulnerabilities. 7. Espionage. Spying on us to gather knowledge about our weaknesses, using it for malicious purposes. 8. Physical aggression. Resorting to threats, intimidation, or violence to dominate or instill fear. Protect yourself, Eisen urged, his tone firm but compassionate. Not by living in fear, but by cultivating awareness and surrounding yourself with trustworthy companions. The key lies in discerning the intentions behind others' actions. By staying vigilant, yet open-hearted, you can navigate relationships with wisdom and strength. Eisen's words lingered in the minds of his disciples, instilling in them a sense of empowerment. They understood that recognizing these signs was not about becoming suspicious of everyone, but about fostering self-respect and ensuring that their paths remained aligned with truth and peace. With this wisdom, they left the monastery better equipped to discern the energies they allowed into their lives, ready to embrace meaningful connections and protect their inner harmony. Finding strength in solitude. Lastly, the monk Kobo addressed the misconception that solitude equates to loneliness. When Elena, a young woman struggling with isolation, sought his guidance, Kobo assured her that having few or no friends is not a flaw but an opportunity for profound self-discovery and growth. Solitude, he said with a serene smile, is not an emptiness to be feared, but a space to be embraced. It is a chance to explore your inner world, uncover your deepest truths, and forge a connection with your authentic self. In the stillness of solitude, you find clarity and strength that no external validation can provide. It is better to have one meaningful connection, one that nurtures your soul, than to surround yourself with countless superficial bonds. Quality always outweighs quantity. Kobo's words resonated deeply with Elena. She began to see her solitude not as a burden, but as a gift. She found herself cherishing quiet moments of introspection, where she could reflect on her life's path and the values that mattered most to her. She also realized that the friendships she truly valued were those built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect, rare treasures in a world often focused on appearances. Solitude teaches you, Kobo continued, that happiness does not depend on the presence of others, but arises from within. When you learn to find joy in your own company, you become a beacon of strength and peace. This inner light attracts genuine connections, for people are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin. Elena embraced this perspective wholeheartedly. She discovered hobbies that brought her joy, such as painting and journaling, and used her solitude to deepen her understanding of herself and the world around her. Over time, her loneliness transformed into a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. She realized that solitude was not an absence of connection, but a pathway to the most important connection of all, the one she had with herself. Conclusion: embrace the journey. Life is a vast and intricate tapestry where each thread is woven with intention and purpose. Some threads shimmer brightly, representing moments of joy and support that illuminate our path. Others are darker, embodying challenges and lessons that cultivate resilience, self-awareness, and wisdom. Together, these threads form the unique pattern of our lives, a design that reflects both beauty and depth. By embracing every interaction, whether uplifting or difficult, with gratitude and mindfulness, we uncover the profound meaning hidden within each experience. The trials we face become opportunities for growth, the joys we encounter remind us of life's abundance, and the connections we make weave our stories into the collective human experience. Remember, your path is yours alone, guided by unseen forces that align perfectly with your spiritual growth. Trust in the journey, even when the road feels uncertain. Whether through the act of forgiveness that liberates the soul, the balance of kindness that preserves our essence, or the solitude that fosters inner clarity, every moment and every individual contributes to the intricate mosaic of your existence. Open your heart to the wisdom that life offers. Learn from each encounter, no matter how fleeting or profound, and trust that the universe is unfolding as it should. Share your thoughts, your stories, and your reflections. For in doing so, you not only enrich your own journey, but also inspire and uplift the journeys of others. In this way, we honor the interconnectedness of all beings and find peace in the ever-changing dance of life.